Hi everyone, in today's lesson I will talk about how to solve equations with higher degree. So please turn to a new page of your notebook, write down the date of the day and the learning target. So there are two types of questions. The first type is about even degree, so you can take a look of these two examples. The first one is x to the power 4 plus x squared minus 20 equals to 0. And the second one is x to the power 6 plus 7x to the power 3 minus 8 equals to 0. So as you can see, in these two examples, the highest degrees are even numbers. Okay, so therefore, we can simplify the highest degrees using the hints in a question. Okay, so for the first question, we can simplify x to the power 4 into x squared to the power 2 plus x squared minus 20 equal to 0. Okay, so similarly, for the second question, we can simplify the x to the power 6 into x to the power 3 square plus 7 x to the power 3 minus 8 equal to 0. Okay. Then we can form a quadratic equation. For the first one, it is with respect to x squared. And the second one, it is with respect to x to the power 3. Okay, so in order to make you see it clearly, so I will let x squared be a. Okay, so for the second one, I will let x cubed be b. Okay, so therefore, the equation will be further simplified into a to the power 2 plus a minus 20 equal to 0. And for the second one, it will become b squared plus 7b minus 8 equal to 0. Okay, so using the knowledge of solving quadratic equation, we can solve these two equations. Okay, so I will finish the first one first. Okay, so it will become a plus 5, a minus 4 equal to 0. And therefore, a is equals to negative 5, or a is equals to 4. Okay, as our target is not solving a, we are going to solve x. So therefore, we have to put the x squared back. Okay, so as you can see, for a square number, it cannot be a negative one. So therefore, for negative 5, it has to be rejected. Okay, and then for x squared equals to 4, we can take the square root. And finally, we can get the answer, x equals to 2, or x equals to negative 2. Okay, then we finished the first question. Okay, then let's take a look of the second one. Okay, b squared plus 7b minus 8 equal to 0. Okay, so the method is similar. So after solving this quadratic equation, we can get two results. That is b plus 8 times b minus 1 equal to 0, and b equals to negative 8, or b equals to 1. Then we substitute back the x cubed into the question. Okay, so this time, it is possible. It is possible for negative 8 to take the cube root. Okay, so finally, x is equals to negative 2, or x is equals to 1. So after dealing with the even degree equation, the second type will be odd degree equation. So you can take a look of this example, x to the power 5 minus 13x to the power 3 plus 36x equals to 0. So as you can see, in this case, the highest degree is 5. Okay, so therefore, we cannot convert it or simplify it with the square. Okay, so in this case, what should we do? So we can first take out the common factor x. Okay, so the equation will become x times x to the power 4 minus 13x squared plus 36 equal to 0. Okay, so now as you can see, it will become a even degree equation. So therefore, x is equal to 0 or x squared, x to the power 4 minus 13 x squared plus 36 equal to 0. Okay, so it will separate into two parts, and x is equal to 0 is the first answer. Okay, we get the first answer. Okay, then afterwards we have to deal with the right hand side. Okay, so again we can change the x to the power 4 into x squared and then minus 13 x squared plus 36 equal to 0. Okay, and afterwards we can let x squared be a, so that it will become a squared minus 13a plus 36 equal to 0, and then we have a minus 9, a minus 4 equal to 0, and we can get two answers, a equals to 9 or a equals to 4. Afterwards, we substitute back x squared into the question. Okay, and then we have x is equals to plus or minus the square root of 9, or x equals to plus or minus square root of 4. And finally, x is equals to 3, or x is equals to negative 3, or x equals to 2, or x equals to negative 2. So finally, in these questions, there are 5 solutions. Okay, x equal to 0, x equals to 3, x equals to negative 3, x equals to 2, or x equals to negative 2. So we can take a look of one more example. Okay, so the example is shown. So in this question, so again we can see the power is 2, and then we can make use of the hints from the questions. So therefore, we can let x squared minus 2x be, so it may not be a or b, we can either let an unknown. Okay, so for example, in this case I will let x squared minus 2x be u. Okay, so therefore this question will simplify into u squared minus 14u minus 15 equal to 0. Okay, so again, as you can see, it becomes a simple quadratic equation, so we can solve it. Okay, so therefore u minus 15 u plus 1 equals to 0, and u equals to 15 or u equals to negative 1. So again, we have to substitute back the x squared minus 2x into the question. Okay, so therefore it will form another quadratic equation again, and we have x squared minus 2x minus 15 equal to 0, or x squared minus 2x plus 1 equal to 0. Okay, so for the left hand side we have x minus 5, x plus 3 equal to 0, And for the right hand side, we have x minus 1 equal to 0. Okay, so therefore x is equals to 5 or x equals to -3, okay, or x is equals to 1. For the right hand side, it is repeated. And finally, we can get 3 solutions in this question: x equals to 5, or x equals to -3, or x equals to 1. So for the remaining time, please help me to finish Ch8.3 Solving, Ch8.3 Solving, and the homework for today.